Okay, maybe we're closer. Well, it's quite cool this morning. It's 19 degrees. I finally got all of the burrs out of his thicker wool sweater. And so he has that on under his waterproof coat. Come on now. And I am definitely again wearing my Musselburgh worsted weight wool. And I've got the brim folded down covering my neck and ears. Come on. Which I'm really liking, by the way. But I will get around to a balaclava yet. Come on, come on. Just haven't done it yet. Come on now, come on. I know, I saw the door open too. We'll get there. He wants to go see his friend. Bravo, go. All those routing adjustments, buddy, just slows us down. Well, my shortcut, as is often the case with shortcuts, did not work for my elf hat. So I'm going to have to, I'm just going to cut off. It's the decrease section. And the way the pattern's written is every 6 rounds, change color. You know, whenever that's, I think it's 88. Come on, come on. 88, you know, stitches or something like that. It is worsted weight. So the regular width, the regular diameter rather, I think, circumference. I think the regular circumference is 88 stitches. I think that's right. But whenever you're doing a color change every 6 rounds on something that's only 40 stitches across around, okay, come on. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not surprised that I did not like doing it. And so I chose to try a shortcut. Anyway, didn't work. It changed the shape of the pointy part of the hat. Not attractive. Anyway, it was like, yeah, I could have done this and it would have been a curly Q and that would have been cute, but yeah, it wasn't even a little bit attractive. Come on, come on. So anyway, so I'm gonna cut that off. It's not that much yarn. And it'll be easier to just cut it off and pick out the stitches because I'd already woven in ends and everything. So what I think I'm going to do is, because more than anything, I want the whole process to be fun, is I'm not going to count the exact number of rounds whenever I get to the decrease section. And then I'm just going to spit splice whenever I'm ready to change colors. And that'll work. I know that'll work at least. It'll be just like one piece of yarn. One strand of yarn. So anyway, I was a little put out with myself because I did know. I just didn't follow my own guidance. I saw the door open, Betty, but I'm not sure that was him. It might have been. We might have missed him. And I'm sorry if you missed your friend, but I don't think that was him. I think that was the other guy. Quit pulling. But anyway, so in the meantime, I decided to cast on another Musselburgh. And this one this will be the first one that I've done in DK weight yarn. I've done all of them in worsted weight, which the pattern doesn't even go up to worsted weight yarn, but anyway, it's really pretty easy to make adjustments for that. So I'm doing a DK weight, and I'm using the LRA Echo Tweed. Come on. And I'm doing one crown, one, end, because I am going to put a brim on this one. I'm doing one hat in red, the brim for both, and then the other hat I'm going to do in a dark tweed gray. Because I plan to send this to my son, and he will just have to accept that half of his hat, or the inside of his hat, is red for Christmas, if for nothing else, because I cannot believe that my child is so averse to color. He really is. He is just this monochromatic person that just, we both actually find it hilarious that I'm drawn to and fascinated with colors, and there's not a shade of gray he doesn't love. Oh. It is hilarious, but anyway. So I have most of the crown of that one already finished. So now I'm just estimating one. And I won't have to be, because I'm not wanting the brims to necessarily be exactly. Anyway, there's plenty of playroom for me to have enough red to make my point and imbue some Christmas cheer into the project. Come on now. Come on. Come on. It's the middle of the road, Bravo. Come on. You're in the middle of the road. Thank you. And I'll be switching over to the gray. But on this one, unlike any that I've done so far, I think I'm going to put a knit 2 purl 2 rib section for the brim. Now, I never did that so far with the worsted for a couple of reasons. One, it's already coming around so much material. I was really concerned that it would be two snug layers laying on top of, or rather banding around two already thick layers. And that's not the case with this. I think the DK weight may be the heaviest weight that the pattern goes to. I don't know. But for me, on size 6, US 6 needles. Okay. Over here, I'm getting 6 stitches to the inch. Yeah, 6 stitches to the inch. And that LRA Echo Tweed does have nylon in it. I don't recall if it's 20 or 25% nylon. Honestly, hell, it may be higher, but I think it's 20 or 25% nylon. And so it'll be good and durable. For longevity, not for him going out traipsing through the woods and fighting grizzly bears or anything, just longevity. And then I was looking around yesterday, as one does, on Ravelry, and I looked at groups, and I don't spend a lot of time participating in or looking at groups. But anyway, I looked at groups, and what I was curious about were charity knits. I don't remember what the post was that caught my attention. But anyway, some years back, myself and a number of local people, we put together a huge care shipment with sweaters and hats and all kinds of stuff. Mostly sweaters, but there were other things too. To travel with a couple of local missionaries who used to make an annual trip to a very remote region in Russia to an orphanage there. And there were a number of disabled children at this orphanage also. And I cannot even begin to express, they put together they took a bunch of pictures and put together a little photo album to bring back of the kids wearing the items that we had made for them. And I don't know, this was a number of years ago. Now, I guess this was probably 7, 8, 9 years ago. And still, I was thinking of it this morning and yesterday. It just warms my heart. So anyway, I found this one group. And I haven't been looking diligently, so there may be many. I've gotten frustrated with any of the military, any of the organizations that purport to send things to military personnel stationed overseas. Anyway, it just hasn't been a particularly pleasant, not unpleasant, but it hasn't been as rewarding. Those kids in Russia, that was rewarding as hell and still is all these years later. So anyway, so I'm going to be investigating this group. And one of the things, just like me joking about sending this, stranded color work, so stranded color work worsted weight yarn with the Musselburgh design. I mean, that's basically 4 layers of wool and a hat. And sending it to my son in Southern California is pretty funny, okay? Just because I didn't think he was going to leave either, bravo. I mean, even here, gonna get to where, come on, go. Can be counted in days where that hat could be worn here. And the idea that there are children, not just children, but I am hearing things, bravo. Hey, you're not getting up on your bridge, so let's just go. We're not going to stand and sniff around in the middle of it. Well, I guess we could. It's just not a particularly good plan. So anyway, I'm going to be investigating that further. That I can have fun making these things, and they're going to some place where they're truly useful and needed. And yeah, so I'm going to be investigating that more. And then one of we call her one of the beloved aunties, because that's how I think of all of our visitors that come, that are just animal advocates, lovers, everything like we are. And my animal family thinks of them as members of the family. And anyway, so I call them the aunties. So far, they've all been female. As far as the gifting and things like that. And yesterday, one of the aunties, oh my goodness, it was It was, yeah, no, it was very exciting. It was like Christmas morning for us. The cats had a bag of toys and bags of treats in there. Bravo had a bag with a bunch of toys and a bunch of treats. I had a bag with treats, adult beverage, and chocolate. Oh, yeah. It was kind of wonderful. And half the fun was not giving the girls everything, the cats. Not giving them all of the toys, because I would like to spread them out at least through the season, the holiday season. And they just, anyway, during the night, they had fun getting in the, because I left the gift bags out because, gee whiz, that's as fun as gifts. Okay, come on. And tissue paper, which I was really surprised they hadn't shredded the tissue paper. But they had not. They had tacked it a couple of times, but they didn't shred it. And you stay right with me while we go through the food station. Yeah, there's no food for Bravo. I gotta get my tissue out. So that was so wonderful. So loving and touching, and man, just can't. Come on now. The gifts for all of us were so personal. You know, whenever people say things like, it's not the gift, it's the thought that counts. Well, I mean, it's the thought behind the gift. That's why things like gift cards and things like that, just, it's like, why even bother? I mean, unless somebody's broke, don't even call it a gift. Call it a loan, or helping, gifting you. I don't know what you need. But as far as somebody, now we're talking, to me, gift cards are totally appropriate for strangers. Okay? I love giving gift cards to strangers. Or family that you don't see much or have much contact with, or, that sort of thing. Yeah, I think they're outstanding, wonderful, perfect gifts for that. But if you give me one little excuse me, what other people consider stocking stuffer item that you tell me you thought of me when, oh man, that means so much more to me than would a gift card with a value of $200. It's not that I don't appreciate, the gift card. It's that little $5 item had a lot more consideration by it. Now, all of that aside, if it came to something like groceries and somebody on hard times or whatever, and to me, a great gift for somebody that is continually in financial need would be energy efficient bulbs. I'm not being a smartass, I'm being sincere. Because that's going to save money year round. And I used to pay money toward electric bills and gas bills and water bills a lot, but now that, for people I don't know, but now it's like, damn, I'm seeing just how wasteful so many people are in those areas, and it's like, no, but I'll help you be more efficient. Okay, cutie. Nope. Okay. You look a little bit like Dracula, you know? Dracu pup.